Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendship Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is Sunday. Happy Sunday, December 22nd of 2024, 8:36 a.m. Let's say it together. Praise our God from whom all blessings flow. Feds raid Migrant Trend Aragua gang house in New York City. And there have been a lot of raids on migrants, which are questionable here in America. More so recently. Is it because Donald J. Trump, the new sheriff in town, is on his way? 29 days from now, it will be January 20th of 2025, and Donald Trump will be the president of our United States. Well, people, I got to thinking about this morning, more and more about the migration issue and how it's progressing and trending. Like you, I watch the trends. We watch the trends. We see and understand what is going on. We can't help but reflect on how it used to be. And then we ask ourselves, how will it be? Yes, I've done a few videos on the migration issue. But this is a little bit different. You see, there's some different approaches being attempted. And I want to share that with you. As a side note, I want you to ask yourself, when the inauguration goes down, will there be an alleged tongue-in-cheek move? That is, like I showed in other videos recently, Lady Gaga had on red and black at the inauguration. Lady Gaga in red and black, Joe Biden inauguration. So during the inauguration, I talked about how Lady Gaga had on the red and black, and she also had the, you want to call it the Phoenician bird or the Phoenix bird, where it rises, falls, turns into ashes, and is reborn. The red and black to me symbolizes the destruction. I think we can all agree, we should agree, that ever since Joe Biden got up in there, America has been on a downward spiral. And I want you to also look at this here. Barack Obama receives Tiffany Blue Box. This here would be a sign as well. I said that the Phoenicians' color, their secondary color, is Tiffany blue. And that represents to me the power. The ironic thing about this is that Trump and Melania were celebrating coming in, but yet they gave Barack Obama and his wife a gift. It should have been the other way around. So what was this Tiffany Blue Box symbolically? It's the power of the Phoenician reign and the rule. They too had on the red and the black. The red and the black, 2017. I want you to understand, when you look at the inauguration, the colors just might speak. In fact, I am sure they're going to speak. They're going to speak, people. And they're going to say some things to us. Many won't understand because they don't know the 5 C's of clues, codes, colors, confirmation, time, and conclusion. Yes, it has been worn overseas as well, like the Tiffany blue in that family. It's not always the exact color, but it's there. Just understand how this thing really works. So on January 20th of 2025, this man will get the power. But look beyond him and look around him and see if the powers are speaking without speaking. You see, because people, and let me say this to you, laureate at Biden inauguration, this happened as well. You see those colors on her, the laureate? Those are raw colors of the red and the gold. She spoke at the inauguration of Joe Biden as well. Raw. It's deep. Those are raw colors. Symbolic of Ra. You don't believe it? Watch this. Ra, sun god. Those are his colors. To me, that's what she had on. Allegedly. It matched, at least. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? They run for office, but yet, to me, they're speaking without speaking. On January 20th, I want you to look and understand. Look and pick apart. Look and remember what I told you. Because the odds are they're going to tell you. They're going to say all the right things, but something else is going to jump off as the administration goes day by day. So yeah, we're back to this moment of immigration, people. Trump is saying he's going to deal with it. He said he's going to deal with a lot of things. Let's see how it gets down. Check this out.
As Tren de Aragua, the Venezuelan prison gang, spreads its tentacles across New York City and the country at large, feds have now busted another ring of these alleged gang members in the Bronx. They found them in an apartment and arrested 7 of them on December 5th. It was a joint raid with the NYPD and Homeland Security, and they were able to identify the group by tracing them to the apartment using an ankle monitor that had been administered federally to one of the individuals alleged to be a Tren de Aragua member. Now, we already know that Tren de Aragua, or TDA, has spread across New York City. It's recruited in the migrant shelters there, where it's also set up gun smuggling rings. It's created snatch and grab moped robbery gangs. It has a youth crew and is wreaking havoc across the city, even shooting an NYPD cop and assaulting others. Now, most of the 7 individuals who were caught in this apartment in the Bronx actually had significant rap sheets and warrants out for the arrests.
And what I'm finding as I did this research, people, there are certain days during the month where they're having this, let's call it torture. They're pulling out people's fingernails. They're beating them up. All types of events. Well, people, that's called payday. Payday. I've known about this situation for over 40-something years when I first started being a reporter internationally, how they roll. Kidnappings of certain people for money, purse snatching, threats. If you have a business and you're illegal and you're doing pretty well, you have to pay rent on that block every month to sustain your business. These are the things that they're incorporating. They're creating a different, well, let's call it an underground economy. This is what Trump is going to be faced with. I applaud the police of New York and any police and ICE. Thank you for doing your job.
Another note, more migrant children are now being abandoned at the border. Just yesterday, an 11-year-old was found by Texas DPS in Eagle Pass. Thousands of migrant kids have been left at the border earlier this year. CPB even captured video of a toddler being dropped over a border wall. But this week, Texas Governor Greg Abbott unveiled his plan to place billboards along the popular migrant travel routes to deter illegal crossings. One image targeting Spanish-speaking migrants reading, "Your wife and daughter will pay for their trip with their bodies. Coyotes lie. Don't put your family at risk. Another targets Chinese migrants, reading, danger ahead if you cross the border illegally. You'll regret it forever. That first one, the one in Spanish about paying with your bodies, is just utterly heartbreaking.
No, look, there's been documentations of the so-called rape trees and some very difficult things to look at. The number of people that are sexually abused coming across the border, it's human trafficking, and it's in its...
Now look, this is what's going on. Governor Abbott, and I suspect other governors and mayors coming down the future, these are the type of billboards they're putting up to let them know. You cross the border, you'll pay, especially if you do illegal activity. Now, I want to show you something. Just like I'm going to tell you to watch on January 20th for the symbology, I want you to watch the networks, okay? I'm going to turn this on mute. And I want you to see how they unveil, put that in quotes, this story. I want you to watch. I'm going to point it out to you. Watch this. See how it progresses? And then boom. What am I saying? You see this here? These are X's. It's deep, y'all. I said in a few videos this week, I might have said it in my live, and I'm gonna keep saying it. These X's, they mean something. They mean something. This past week I did a video, and I'll show it to you on my thumbnail, because I went to Milwaukee, Wisconsin this past week, and I want you to see something. When I did this video this past week, this is beyond words, double X on neck. This guy is being interviewed. I'm assuming he's the dad of these two kids who attended the school in Madison, Wisconsin, where the shooting happened at the church. It happened at the school, I'm sorry. But notice on his neck, he has two X's. See that on his neck? Why would they depict that? Two X's. You gotta watch this video. Just go to my site, type in, or just scroll down. Video's only 4 days old. Why am I bringing that up? People, just like I brought up the other day, MSNBC, they have on their desks from the past, I showed the other day, they have X's all over their front. We're going into something, people, and they're not telling us. What is X? Part of X is, to me, it means destruction. Also, it can mean a transformation of things, where now you're having the mix of political and you're having the mix of political and religious. This might be what's going on in front of our face. It is the mix of the X. And I want you to understand exactly what's transpiring in front of you, because I want you guys to get ready for 2025. So why in heavens would they run this thing about Texas defends abandoned 11-year-old migrant, but they have these X's? Is this subliminal? What is the X? Do you understand what I'm saying? They're speaking without speaking, are they not? Why did this start in our news all of a sudden? All right, let's go here.
Governor Abbott launches a new campaign to stop illegal migration into Texas, sending a warning about the risk for women and children.
They inform potential illegal immigrants about the reality of what will happen to them if they try to enter Texas illegally.
We look at how the new plan aims to make an impact that reaches far beyond the border. A Texas teacher leaves the profession after a scary...
Okay, so there we go with that. He's doing his thing. Now I want you to listen to the judge here. She sends a strong message in relation to what's going on in our cities and how there should be more consequences in relation to the illegals, and the authorities need to protect us more. So listen to her.
Police. But we've got to understand that there is a cultural distinction. They come here, many of them, from countries where cartels run things. And their values are different than ours, and they think that they can come here and exercise the same kind of behavior. And America is complicit, especially the left, in sanctuary cities. Because in these sanctuary cities, they're saying, come to our city. We're not going to agree with ICE or deportation. And so what's going to happen is every sanctuary city is going to be loaded with those criminal illegals who do not want to be deported. That's where hell is going to start burning. All right. Now, two things that I think are important. In every matter, in every state where there is a crime committed by an illegal, there should be an enhanced punishment, one step up. Because you shouldn't be here in the first place. That's number one. And I don't give a darn if you came in on the CBP app. That's not legal as far as I'm concerned. And number two, if you kill an American citizen, there's got to be a death penalty for you.
What do you think, people? Do you think she hit it on the head? People, we're surrounded. I did a video less than 3 weeks ago in relation to this, and it shows where they're strategically located and what they're doing. We're surrounded. They're in X amount of states and cities now. So yeah, new sheriff in town. It's a lot to deal with. And put in the comment section if you're going through this in your city. And again, you have illegals coming in, which have been dropped in, many overnight. And now they're in different shelters, or the government has got them in certain housing. And these gangs, they're doing the type of culture that they have overseas, and that is what? Their morality is different. The way they run the economy is different, and they're shaking people down. It's another type of economy they got going on right here. It's got to be stopped. Now, let me switch over to this. I typed in, are Christians being targeted in America? And the reason why I did this is because, as you guys well know, I went to the assailant's home in Madison, Wisconsin yesterday. And I went to Abundant Christian School. That was moving to me so much that in the middle of the night, I got up and I got to thinking, I'm like, Pearson, that was a Christian school. Pearson, that was a Christian school. Wake up. I'm like, yeah, God, you're right. It was a Christian school. And I'm asking you, and I'm asking myself, do you think there is an increase of Christians being targeted? This is a video from 8 years ago. If you just type it in, it's all over, of Christians being persecuted around the world, and where they're also being beheaded. Someone sent me a video. I've got to be very careful how I say this, how there is a certain type of law that's been on the books since the founding of our country, where if you do profess Christ, you can go to jail, you can have severe torture, or you can be killed for lifting up the name of Jesus or not denouncing Jesus. You guys probably heard of the law. I'm not going to get into it, but I want to say this. It appears to me that Christianity, the targeting of Christianity, it appears to be on the rise. I want to ask you what you think, okay? And I want you to watch this video of what I was at yesterday. Do you think it's on the rise? And how can we come against it? Real nice over here. So I'm literally a stone's throw from the school. And the police are here, of course. and you cannot get into the school because the entrance is blocked. So they have flowers and everything here in front. Wow. I started to come down here the day that it went down, and I kind of regret. I should have came here the day that it went down. I started to, but I didn't do it. Okay, so you guys see everything here? This is what they have here. You guys see that? I don't know if there's a second one, but this is the one that's outside of the school. And this is the young lady that died, Ruby Vergara. Ruby Vergara. She's the one that yeah, I kind of wanted to come out here the day that it happened. I almost got in the car the same day it happened. And I kind of regret not coming out here. I'm sure the place was swamped with media. So I could have came out here then, but it is what it is. So they have a lot of flowers, of course. They probably have another memorial out here somewhere. But again, I'm limited as to where I can go. I just have to accept that they wouldn't let me in the school. You know, they wouldn't let me in the church. You know what I'm saying? I thought that I could go into the school. Hate will never win. Ross Jr., Jana, and Isaiah. This is sad, people. This is really sad. I can't believe that I'm out here, to be honest with you. I can't believe this is happening in America or anywhere. I really can't believe this is actually, something like this took place. This is the school here. You can see the sign. It's, see, Abundant Life Christian School. And there's your marquee there. Yeah. This is it here, people. This is what we've been seeing on TV every day, right? This is the place. And like I said, the shooter stays 8 miles away. I guess because it's a private school, you can go that far, huh? So yeah, this is it here. This is the school. This is the school that made all the headlines this past Monday. Wow. It brings tears to your eyes, people. I swear it does. It's crazy. What kind of world we living in? So what was the girl, 15 years old? 15 years old? She brings a gun to school. And when I did my video, I don't know if you guys remember the video I did. I said these people who got shot, they had to be targeted because the numbers came out to something kind of crazy. When I get in the car, I'll probably play the video. I think that's what I'll do. Because you need to hear that video. The numbers are crazy. Here come the police here, so you guys stay tuned. The policeman is walking my way. He'll be here in a minute. We'll just play it off. He'll probably just kindly ask me to leave, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is the site. So they've got 3 crosses, but I think only 2. So yeah, Ruby Vergara. I'm reading the chat right now. Someone is asking, is that the name of an actress? I'll look it up and see what's going on. But yeah, I was there, and it it hit me. You know how things hit you a little bit later because you're concentrating so much? Got somebody in the comment section asking, am I paying my respects? What do you think I was doing? Come on, now I drove 2.5 hours. You think I just went there just to report? If you know anything about me, you understand how I roll. When I first did the video, before I went out there, several days before that, I talked about giving my respect and our respect. And I would not doubt that on my way there, I said, I'm giving my respect and our respect. You come in the middle of the broadcast and then you want to crucify me because you want to have something to say. You need to watch the whole show. You need to think about how I am as an individual. Don't make me the issue. At my age, I know how to conduct myself, okay? I don't need spanking by mommy. So I went there, and like I said, when I went to the assailant's house, it was foreclosure. This touched me, and my question to you and the people who want to get smart on the chat, do you think that Christianity, the persecution has increased? That's my question of the hour. And again, I look at trends. And people in 3 days, no, in 2 days, the Pope and 1,000 priests are going to make a perfect circle. And they're going to speak in an unknown tongue. Is it a chant? And what are they calling upon? And they don't know what's going to come out of those portals. I submit to you that might be a dark power, a dark matter. You're going into an area that could possibly speak back into our realm. I'm gonna say it again. You're possibly going into a realm that will speak back. And if you're going there, evidently you know it's something there and you're tapping it. And as you tap it, it will speak back. This is a very dangerous time. And what I'm saying that allegedly, as they're speaking, when they're in that circle, these priests, when they make this attempt to go into a portal, just watch my videos, I've done it, it's all over the news. They're gonna get together Christmas Eve. Will that bring more darkness? And will that bring more persecution to Christians and other religions? My name is Friendship Pearson. Again, stop making me the subject. Get a life and try to love people. Get a life and appreciate the work that I'm doing. Get a life and let's be in agreement and pray, because we're going to need everybody on board as we pray, because this devil is against us. I have a relative that told me something a few years ago. He said, Pearson, sometimes it's not the crowd that you need. Just get all that you need. So if it means only 25 people stand together against this darkness, then that's all we need. At some point, the rest of you guys will get it. These are the last days. And in the latter days of the last days, that is when it's at the end, darkness is increasing. God bless America, and God bless the world, and God bless this family, and God bless the teacher's family, and God bless the school. Amen.